Division II soccer game between San Clemente and the San Juan Capistrano Dana Point Blaze. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gary Andrew welcoming you to Olivewood Elementary School in El Toro, California, site of the second round of the Division C playoff games for AYSO Boys Division II here for 1995. Let's kind of give you some background on what's been going on. 2 weeks ago, we were unable to go out to the Blaze games. In fact, we missed the last two Blaze games, so we need to bring you up to date. The Blaze finished up their season with a 5-2 loss to the Laguna Niguel team just 2 weeks ago, and that meant that their regular season record was 5 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties. And here in Division II Boys, they group you with other like teams in the playoffs. And so what happened was San Juan Blaze was grouped with other teams that are pretty close to 500, and there's 4 teams in this Group C, and they're playing off for a gold medal. And yesterday, San Juan opened up Division C playoffs with a victory over Lake Forest Rebels. And Lake Forest today, by the way, went on and just got defeated and bumped out of the tournament. They were defeated by the Lake Forest Gray team. Now, that Lake Forest Gray team was the opponent of San Clemente. And San Clemente beat them 2-1. And there's the whistle as we get this ball game underway. I see about 2:44. So if we add on about 40 minutes, what's that? About 16 plus what? 24, about 3:24. Let me write that down here. The first half will come to an end right around 3:24. The Blaze, rather, in the blue jerseys are going to left to right on your screen. The San Clemente team in the white jerseys, black shorts, right to left towards the north goal. In fact, this ball game was scheduled to get underway at 2 o'clock, but it's about 45 minutes late because the Lake Forest playoff game went into a shootout in which the Rebels lost and the Lake Forest Gray team came up a winner. Matt Dalton across the way for Blaze trying to get some ball control, working against Lua, number 23. It goes over to number 35. That's Jordan, who drives it down the middle. So San Juan is playing. Now there's a shot by Jordan, goes over the top and out of play. So San Juan is playing now for the right to win the winner's bracket. It's only 4 teams in the league are in this tournament, and if you win 2 in a row, you are the winner of the winner's bracket, which means the winner today would have 2 games to win 1 next week for the gold medal. So it's important to win today because it means you can wait around until Sunday and then maybe finish it off in just 1 ball game. If you lose today, you have to play Saturday against Lake Forest Gray, a team that just won. They are now 1-1. Dalton trying to bring it out to midfield is kicked away by 32. That's Hidalgo, who drives it deeper into Blaze territory to number 25. That's Summers, but it's knocked away by Humphreys, who is working that ball into the corner, but San Clemente comes up with it. They drive it towards the pole and out of bounds over there, and it'll go back into the Blaze team. We might mention, too, this is not the same San Clemente team that the Blaze played earlier in the season. San Clemente had 2 entries into this league. One was in the A division, one was in the B division. The B division San Clemente team wound up 10 wins, no losses, and 2 ties, and they're in the A playoff against teams that have won. Corner kick now coming up for San Clemente is headed out of there by, it may have been the goalie, Carlos Arce, I think so. A race for the ball now. Here comes, this is Mickey Dom. Mickey races up that far side, tries to go all the way into that left wing, gets around one player, centers the ball, but it's knocked away by a defender for San Clemente. Takes a bounce on the far side and picked up, I think, by DeGracia, who kicks it down further towards Mickey Dom. Playing the goal today, they kick it away. Nice play. Playing the goal today for, who was this young man kicking the ball out of here? Playing the goal today for San Clemente is Jimmy Marino. We remember Jimmy from last year. He was on the Division III All-Star team. The referee doesn't like the way the ball was thrown in, and the ball will go back to San Clemente as they take it in deep in their own territory. The field here at Olivewood runs north to south. We're looking pretty much south right now, and it's a perfect afternoon for soccer. If there's a little bit of a breeze, it might be blowing south to north, which may not have much of an effect on the ball game at all. Okay, here we go. Ball in for the Blaze. That was Miguel bringing it in. It comes out to Mickey Dom. Dom tries to left-foot it down, and Marino will have his first play of the day. Takes on a hop, and he'll kick it away. So Marino kicks it away for San Clemente. Goes off to Gracia, and quickly down towards the middle of the field, picked up by number 5, Miguel, trying to do something with it against number 19, which is Kyle. Number 35 there is is Jordan, and the ball goes out of bounds. The referee says it'll go over to San Clemente. Ball game just underway. Pull up a chair and enjoy part of Sunday with us. The winner next week will get gold medals. In fact, Coach Randolph, the commissioner of the area, said, hey, it doesn't matter whether you're an A, B, C, or D, or F. For that matter, all the gold medals look the same. So the intensity out here is high to try to get a gold medal by next Sunday. Ball comes in. James Rankin over there trying to come up with it, but Cumberland does. Cumberland sends it out towards the middle of the field. Right there is number 26, and that is Marr, but it comes picked up by San Juan. San Juan brings it downfield. Hidalgo trying to do something with it, turning on the ball and drives it out of bounds on the western sideline. So Hidalgo, last man to touch it for San Clemente, and it goes into San Juan. So big Matt Dalton will toss it in for San Juan. Ball overhead. The ball goes into the corner. He's looking for Sutton. Boy, Sutton had a big goal yesterday. It goes off Sutton along the base and out of bounds. And I think it's finally out of bounds, and they're going to give it to who? They said the last guy to kick it was this San Clemente player, Hidalgo, and I think it'll go back into San Juan. So the hustle by West paid off. And San Juan gets control deep in San Clemente territory. Ball comes in. Mickey Dom giving some ground, trying to get it back to a teammate. Finds James Rankin. Rankin sends a high looper into the middle, trying to find Dalton. Dalton runs into a player. We've got a whistle and a foul. I think it's called on Dalton, and they'll give it over to San Clemente quickly. They kick it out of there. Ball comes to James Rankin, who keeps it in San Clemente territory. Down the middle it goes towards Sutton. Sutton to the left-hand side. Sutton looked for a teammate over there, but it's knocked away by Smith. And then finally, I think that was Philippe who kicked it out of there for San Clemente. To the far side, a race for the ball over there. Who's got it? This is Andrew Humphreys working it. Humphreys working with number 22, that's Vig. But it's kicked away by Smith, number 24, to that eastern sideline and out of bounds. So we see by our watch, you've only played about 5 minutes. This quarter, or this half, rather, due to end at 3:24. So there's plenty of time here in the first half. Scoreless tie in this ball game. Both teams coming off a victory yesterday. Both teams won by identical scores of 2-1. So you can expect a defensive battle. San Clemente during the regular season was 5-5-1. So they were just about the same record that San Juan had at 5-5-2. That A bracket had one less game in it, but the B brackets had 12. I think the A's only had 11. So that's the only difference in these two teams, and both of them won yesterday by scores of 2-1. So you talk about an even match, and you can expect this ball game to be tight all the way unless somebody is particularly down. All right, San Clemente bringing it in, trying to go to that north goal. The ball, number 30, this is Kinsinger, trying to do something with it, but I think it goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to San Clemente. So San Clemente will get it. So San Clemente's win yesterday gave them their 6th victory. They are overall then 6-5-1. And the Blaze victory yesterday gave them their 6th victory. And so they are 6-5-2. So that's about as even as you can get on the season. And so I think we're in for a pretty good ball game. All right, San Clemente brings it in, number 27. This is Christian, I think, kicking the ball in the air, trying to find a teammate. He's got it in front of the goal. Is this Kyle? I think it is. A shot towards, knocked down beautifully by Carlos. Who was that got the shot off? Carlos in a diving effort to his left. The kick was made by number 30, Kinsinger, and Carlos reacting, just amazing reactions, knocked it down, and the ball goes out of bounds. I think we've got a corner kick coming up now for San Clemente. Tremendous defensive effort by Carlos Arce in the goal. So San Clemente will try that corner kick, and boy, what a save there. You can hang a star on that play. And San Clemente will go to the corner kick, and let's see who this is doing the booting. I think if I can get a number, I'll give you a name. We might follow the ball on this kick, although I think we'll back out. Let's look at it right here. The ball will come in, a short kick, down the middle, picked up by 23. That's Lua. A shot on goal goes over the top. That may have been Kinsinger again. Kinsinger is the leading scorer on this team, number 30, so keep your eyes on Kinsinger. The ball comes out midfield. He's got 12 goals, and he got both goals yesterday for this San Clemente team. All right, here comes San Juan on the attack. Warren Thomas coming downfield, number 9. Thomas, the leading scorer on this team with 10. In fact, he got one of the goals yesterday to propel San Juan into this championship of this C bracket. Ball comes over here, knocked away by Cumberland and out of play. So it'll go back into San Clemente. So, boy, I tell you what, on paper, it really figures to be a tight ball game, and if you're a betting person, you might put your money on a tie. They can't have a tie today, though. They'll have to have either some kind of a playoff. They'll have, in fact, what they have scheduled is if it should end in a tie, they have 2 9-minute overtimes, and then if that doesn't break the tie, they'll go into a shootout. Hidalgo right foots it deeper into San Juan territory. It's picked over there by Humphreys, and the ball goes out of bounds, and I think they will give it back to San Clemente. We asked San Clemente what they were called. They said nothing, just San Clemente. Ball knocked down there by, I'm not sure who that was, down the middle, a shot on goal by this young man here. It goes high over the top and out of play. That may have been Kyle, but I don't know. If it's 19, it's Kyle Williams. And you can see the frustration on his face as he trots back into position. And I think is at 19, yes, Kyle Williams. His shot just went high. It had the right direction, but just high. So San Juan will boot it out of there. Carlos gets it out, and Kyle steps up to try to knock it away. But right there is a Blaze player to knock it down, but it's controlled by San Clemente. San Clemente, a looping ball into the middle. There's Kyle again, but Carlos is first to the ball, and Carlos one dribble and kicks it out of there. Comes out towards the western sideline. Battle for it, number 26, that is Marr. Sends it back to Hidalgo. Hidalgo has to go off his leg. Picked up by Yost, back to Hidalgo. Sutton coming in right side, but stolen away by, I think, Philippe, number 20. Is that Philippe? No, it's 26. That's Marr, who goes back. Good pass back to Hidalgo, and his pass comes over here and goes out of bounds, and they'll give it back, I think, to the Blaze. Neither team, if they lose today, has the pressure of being eliminated. Neither team can be eliminated today. But I tell you what, it's a great advantage to win this. If you win this game, you'll only have to win one more for a gold medal. Here comes Kinzinger, elbow to elbow with Cumberland. Cumberland harassing, and Cumberland trying to get the ball back. Great defensive play, but here comes Kinzinger again. Down the middle, tries to find Jordan. Jordan overruns the ball. He's double teamed by Mickey Dom. Picked up there again by Rankin. Rankin harasses him. It finally goes to Miguel. Good defensive work by the Blaze middle there. Ball comes down towards Carlos. He'll boot it out of there towards the middle of the field. Coming down towards Yost. Goes over Yost's head. Picked up by number 26. That's Marr. We have a whistle. Let's see what the penalty's called. I think it went off, I'm not sure what. But they give it back to the Blaze. So the Blaze will get it right about midfield. No score in the ball game. We see about 24 plus 6. About 30 minutes of playing time left here in the first half. San Juan on the season with that 2-1 victory yesterday evened up their scoring mark. They've scored 25. Shot by Dalton is high and too far. Dalton turned on the ball, got a good kickoff, but it went high. Matt is still looking for his first goal for 95, and that one was high. We just started to say that San Juan evened up their books yesterday with the 2 goals they got were 34 and 5. The one they gave up was 35, so they're even. They've given up 35 and they've scored 35 after 13 games. All right, the ball to the far side. We have 2 guys playing each other instead of the ball. That was Vig along with, that may be DeGracia. The referee blows the whistle, gives it back to San Clemente. They drive it downfield and the ball goes out of bounds quickly, so it goes back to San Juan. DeGracia will bring it in, trying to find Mickey Dom. Goes to the far side and it goes out of bounds again. San Clemente will bring it in. Here comes San Clemente on the attack, picked up there by Humphreys, who drives it back towards San Clemente territory. Headbutt there, back off of Marr. Marr forward to Kyle Williams. Williams takes it across the midfield marker, goes left side looking for Marr. Marr with a good pass, no, goes to Kensington. In that left wing, he's got being guarded by Cumberland. Cumberland doesn't know it, but Cumberland's guarding their best scorer, I believe, over there, number 30. Is that 30 or 35? I can't quite see a number. Goes to Marr, 26, who gets a right foot down the middle. It goes all the way to Carlos. Carlos comes up with the ball and he'll boot it out. So Carlos takes it out to midfield. It's picked up by Philippe, number 20. Philippe right side, looking for a teammate, finds Vague. Vague trips, and we may have a penalty called on number 16, DeGracia. And the ball will go back to San Clemente. It's like Mr. Vague over there, Justin Vague, and DeGracia having a personal battle. Ball kicked quickly by San Clemente downfield. We have a whistle on what's the call, maybe offsides. It's offsides against San Clemente. The ball goes back to San Juan. So the Blaze will get it. No score in the ball game. First half, they play 40-minute halves in boys too. So we see about 28 minutes left to go in the first half. Scoreless ball game. Carlos kicks it out of there. High kick coming down towards Hidalgo. Hidalgo gets it back across the midfield marker, picked up by Kinsinger, I should say. Out to the middle of the field now. And watch number 30. He's down the middle to the left side now. Who's that? Looks like Jordan down the middle. Tries to find Kinsinger. A couple of guys in the middle for San Juan trying to knock it away. It's in front of that goal. Shot on goal to the right of the goal. Number 23, Lua, got that shot off. Marco Lua, and his shot just went to the right of that bar. You could see him with the frustration on his face with that. Boy, that almost went in. That may be the best shot on goal we've seen so far. Marco Lua, number 23, got that shot off for San Clemente. So the Blaze dodge a bullet and they get it in. All right, it comes out towards, that may have been Sutton down the middle. They kick it off far side. Battle for the ball. This camera doesn't want to focus here this afternoon. A little bit slow to do so, and it goes out of bounds. So they'll give it to San Clemente. So San Clemente quickly gets it in. They've had an excellent shot on goal. We've played about almost 15 minutes, and I think this, okay, coming in right side, Vague. Vague gets it around Cumberland, goes down the middle. Knocked away by Rankin, picked up. They dump it off into the corner again. A chip shot towards the middle. Across in front of the middle. Race for the ball. Here comes Miguel. Miguel trying to keep it from going out of bounds and centers it up midfield for Blaze. Right there, Hidalgo closes the back door, goes over to number 26. That's Mar, and it goes out of bounds. We'll see who they give it to. They're going to call a penalty against San Clemente, and Miguel will kick it away. So Miguel kicks it away now for the Blaze in the blue uniforms. Miguel gets it out, stepping up Philippe. Philippe takes it away from Sam. Philippe takes it out midfield. Philippe takes it across midfield, still with the ball. Philippe trying to go down the middle, tries to find Kinsinger. Kinsinger dumps it right side, goes back to Philippe, but right there was Carlos. Nice pass by Kinsinger. He almost found Philippe on the give and go, but right there was Carlos to break it up. All right, across the midfield marker into that left wing. It's head bucked there by, I think that may have been Jordan, but picked up there by Cumberland, who sends it out of bounds on the western sideline. And the official points north, and it goes back to San Clemente. So both of these teams have advanced in this tournament by identical scores yesterday. They both won 2-1. Both of them wrapped up the season dead even at 500. San Juan was 5-5-2. San Clemente 5-5-1. A couple of substitutions for Coach Jim Jordan of San Clemente, and we're back to play. 23, this is Lua, who had a tremendously good shot on goal a few seconds ago. Down the middle, he finds Philippe. Philippe trying to center, but he has it knocked away by Cumberland. Good footwork by Cumberland. Back out to 26. This is Mar. Mar left side tries to find Jordan. Jordan goes down the middle to a teammate. He gets it off to 23. A sensational play by Carlos to knock down another shot by Marco. Oh my, Carlos, Mr. Glue on his hands. I don't know how he stopped that ball. Oh my, super play by Carlos, and the goal, that's 2 for him here today. All right, the ball picked up by Lua. Lua right side. Boy, Lua's had 2 excellent shots, finds Justin. Justin Vague over there being guarded by DeGracia. DeGracia steps up, knocks it away. It goes off of one of the San Clemente players and out of bounds, and it looks like it may be a goal kick coming up for the Blaze. So the Blaze will kick it away. So far in the ballgame, we've been impressed by the team speed displayed by this San Clemente team. They've got some excellent speed out there. Here's Hidalgo working against Thomas. Hidalgo trying to take it away from Thomas, sends it along that eastern sideline, knocked down by Matt. Matt Dalton, Matt wins the ball. Evidently went out of bounds before Matt ever got to it. Come down the middle now. This is Mar, goes by Mar. Here's Mickey Dom. Mickey Dom lines up for a shot. Tries a shot on goal towards Marino. Marino right there makes a nice catch. And a good kick by Mickey Dom. Dom on the season has how many goals? He has 6. So he's going for his 7th. Ball comes out. Kick there by Miguel. In the air. Battle for it. This is Jordan, I think, along with a teammate. This may be 19. If it is, it's Williams. Back over to Jordan. Jordan sends it right side. They find Philippe. Philippe right foots it deeper into San Clemente territory, heading for that corner. But it's going to be all the way down there. And a sensational pickup, a sensational first half, I should say, by Carlos as he picks up that ball right there. He has made 2 fantastic plays at the goal. Here's Mickey Dom along that eastern sideline. Is kicked over there out of bounds. Oh, it's still in play. On that eastern sideline, which is the San Clemente side of the field here at Olivewood. Ball comes over, and it is in play or not. Out of play, and the officials say it goes back to the blue of the Blaze. So the Blaze will bring it in. Our watch now shows 23 minutes of playing time left in the first half. We got underway about 45 minutes late because of the overtime in the first game. And this game could easily go overtime as well. And with daylight savings time being gone, it gets dark right around 5:30. So this game They're worried about whether there'll be enough sunshine. All right, if it is a tie. All right, here we go. I think this is Jordan, but I can't tell. If it's 35, it is. He's working against Rankin. Rankin and Jordan. Fine, taken away by Miguel. Good play by Miguel and Rankin working as a team. Ball kicked out of bounds by Marr, and it goes back in too. And now they don't like the way the ball was thrown in. It'll go back to San Clemente. So San Clemente will get the ball. Evidently, somebody moved a foot down there. So quickly, Jordan gets it in. Jordan trying to find Kinzinger. It's headbutt there by Cumberland, but Kinzinger comes back and gets the ball. They send it back towards Williams. Kyle Williams trying to work against Rankin. The ball goes out of bounds, and they will give it to San Clemente. So San Clemente brings it in. And the kick by Mickey Dom is high in the air. It's going to go out of bounds here on the western sideline. It'll go back to San Clemente. So San Clemente will get it, looking for their 7th victory of the season. They are 6-5-1, and do we have some substitutions? That's why we're stopping right now. It may be. I don't know if the Blaze have anybody to substitute. They may only have 11. Ball comes in, kicked by number 23, Marco. Boy, Marco's had 2 outstanding shots on goal, but they've been stopped by Carlos. We have a whistle now, a penalty called against San Clemente, and the Blaze of San Juan will get the ball just right about midfield, and they will kick it south into that setting sun to the south. They'll give it to Mickey Dom. Dom with 6 goals. He's out of range right here. He kicks the ball, picked up there by a defender for San Clemente. It comes over to this side, and did they save it or not? They say no, they didn't, and it goes back to San Clemente. So Sutton brings it into Mickey Dom. Dom trying to do something with it. Dom takes it down the middle, but it's intercepted by one of these San Clemente players. Here comes Lua, Marco Lua, 2 outstanding shots on goal already. Down the middle, he's trying to find Jordan, but they run into Carlos, who sends it out to midfield, and Philippe stops it. Philippe goes to the left, and Philippe dumps it to Lua. Lua right side trying to find Vague. This is Justin Vague. Vague sends it down the middle. It's knocked away by James Rankin. Out to midfield, makes a bounce, goes over Marr. Marr giving ground, working against Sutton. Marr, 26, Sutton 12. Marr takes it around Sutton. Marr to the midfield mark and takes it around Miguel. Marr trying to take it deeper into San Juan territory, goes to the corner to Jordan. Rankin steps up, trying to take it away. Jordan sends it out midfield. Picked up there by Dalton. Dalton tries to send it out, but it's intercepted by number 26. This is Marr, M-A-R, last name. All right, here we go. Picked up by Dalton. Dalton racing down this side. He's got Sutton out in front. Marr tries to take it away. Dalton goes around him. Dalton trying to go all the way now. Dalton trying to set up for a shot. He's still got Sutton in this right wing. Goes back to Mickey Dom. Dom finds Sutton in the right wing. Sutton centered, knocks it off of one of the San Clemente players. It goes back to Sutton, out of bounds. They'll give it to San Juan. So good hustle by the San Juan team and good ball control, and they win it back deep in San Clemente territory. As our camera looks into the sun, we hope you can get the picture. We'll try to describe it. Sutton will bring it in. He's trying to get it to Mickey Dom. Dom gets a shot on goal. It goes across in front of the goal to the far side. On that far side, that's Warren Thomas working against number 24, Smith. Smith trying to take it out of there and does so for San Clemente. Gets upfield to Justin. Justin with a kick across the midfield marker, takes it into San Juan territory. They've got Jordan out in front. Jordan trying to line up for a shot. He left foots it right into the arms of Carlos Arce. What a great play by Arce. Oh my, that's his 3rd good play. Carlos cut the angle and really set it up nicely. And the kick by Jordan was right to him. All right. Boy, you can hang a star on Carlos's play here in the first half. We have a whistle. The officials don't like what they see. Penalty called against San Clemente, and it's going to go back to San Juan. So San Juan will get it. We see about 18 minutes of playing time left in the first half. You be the judge. After about 22 minutes of playing time, who's controlled the ball the most? San Juan or San Clemente? Tough call, isn't it? I would have to maybe slightly favor San Clemente. I think they've controlled the ball a little bit more. Ball headbutt there, but not a lot. San Juan can move it. Goes to Mickey Dom. Dom out to midfield. Dom working against several defenders. Comes this side around Jordan. We'll try to set up a play. He's got Miguel out in front. Sends it up here, but it's kicked away by Marr. But here comes Mickey to try to get it back. They go outside to Kyle. Back to Kyle again. It'll go off Kyle and it'll go back to San Clemente, back to that San Juan. So Miguel will bring it in. Miguel trying to find Mickey Dom. Kicked away by Hidalgo. A high kick coming down, way down over here. Right there is James Rankin. Will turn on the ball, try to get it upfield. Rankin tries to chase his own kick. It goes out of bounds, and the officials will give the ball to San Clemente. So San Clemente will get the ball. We hear Coach Jim Jordan say substitution for San Clemente. We're not sure who he's bringing in, but as the game goes on, we'll be able to tell you. My watch now shows 7 from 24. What's that? 17 minutes of playing time left in the first half. And again, that's unofficial. Let's see who's coming into the ball game. We can't quite get a number, but we've got to go back to the action. We don't want to miss any of it because I'll tell you what, one goal may be very big in this ball game. 26 is Marr, trying to do something with it. Wes Sutton trying to take it back. It goes back to Marr. Sutton gets a foot on it, sends it out to midfield. Hidalgo steps up. Hidalgo tries to get some control. He'll try to find somebody in the wing or down the middle. He goes down the middle with it, looking for a teammate. They knock it away. It goes to Humphrey's far side. Humphrey's working against Christian and Vague. Vague trying to do something with it. He's 22. Send it out to midfield. It's in front of the goal. Nobody wants it. He's stepping up. 26 Marr to get a shot. Pings it off of Jordan. It goes back to Kyle. Battle for it. They kick it away for the time being. Goes out to the right side, down the middle, and finally saved by Carlos. Oh, what a first half Carlos is having in that goal. They bring it out. Here comes Yost. Yost trying to headbutt out to Sutton. Sutton got his 6th goal of the season yesterday. His kick goes off Hidalgo, out of bounds, back into the Blaze. Good hustle by Wes Sutton to get that ball back. As Wes, yesterday, as we said, got his 6th goal. He's tied with Mickey Dom for 3rd place on this team in scoring. We have a whistle. They want it clear back to our left, and so Sutton will bring it in. No score. We see about 16 minutes of playing time left in the first half. Sutton trying to find a blue jersey. Instead, Marco steps up, kicks it across the midfield marker. Carlos ranging to his right, our left, will kick the ball back out here towards us and out of bounds on this, the western sideline. And it'll go back into San Clemente right about midfield. So Kyle Williams, who's been very active in the middle for San Clemente, will bring it in. He tries to find Jordan. It goes off Jordan, heading towards Lua. Lua's got a couple of excellent shots on goal, only to find the great hands of Carlos to knock it down. Down the middle, Kinzinger. No. Right side 21, that's Cody, but taken away by, was that Warren Thomas? No, it was Mickey Dom. Taken away again by San Clemente. Down the middle, and finally Cumberland clears it. San Clemente, they're really showing some outstanding footwork. Here's Marr, number 26. That is Chris Marr. It goes back to Dalton. Dalton trying to take it out of there, stepping up Cody, 21. But here comes Dalton. Dalton sends it into that left corner, looking for Warren Thomas. Thomas likes this spot. He leads this team in scoring. Thomas working against Hidalgo. Both of them tall drinks of water. Thomas sets up, fires a shot, knocked down by Marino. Good play by Marino at the goal on a shot by Warren Thomas. Thomas in a bid to get his 11th goal of the season. All right, here comes DeGracia. Has it knocked down by Hidalgo. Good play by Hidalgo. Hidalgo off his feet and coming back to try to take it back again. This time DeGracia sends it in the air and out of bounds on that eastern sideline. And I think San Clemente will win the ball back. Boy, a nice shot by Warren Thomas there and a nice play by Jimmy Marino at the goal for San Clemente. Good play. We've seen some excellent goalie play in this ball game by both goalies so far in the first half. We've got a scoreless tie on our hands here. We're in the first half. The winner of this game will get to sit Saturday out and wait for the losers to come up through the losers bracket on Saturday. And they will play, I think, Sunday at, I believe, 2 o'clock. We'll have to wait and see on that time. We'll check it at halftime for you. Ball far side. Here's Thomas. Thomas trying to loop a shot in. It's up there, and it is over the top. So Warren Thomas going for number 11. Kicked a nice looper, but it was too high, and you can see Warren a little frustrated as he walks back, but he was open for that 1,000 count, and he sent it up there, and it was high. So Thomas has 10 of the Blaze 35 goals this season, and Coach Jamie happy to see him handling the ball, happy to see him open, because the more Warren Thomas is open, the better the Blaze like it. All right, the kick comes out. Coming towards Miguel. Miguel centers the ball, tries to find another teammate. It's picked up by Mickey Dom. Dom, a shot downfield goes off Hidalgo. Good play by Hidalgo. It's up in the air, and they kick it away. Boy, good defense by San Clemente that time. Comes out midfield. That was Cumberland. Left side of DeGracia is working a grudge match against Justin over there. It goes over to Thomas. Thomas working against Philippe, but he gets a foot on it, sends it upfield. Goes over to DeGracia. DeGracia to Jordan. Now, they pick it up here. Let's see a race for the ball. Sutton, very active against out of bounds. It goes. Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to San Clemente. Last touch by Sutton, and it'll go back over to Chris Marr of San Clemente. Let me check my watch again. We're down now to about 13 minutes of playing time left in the first half. All right, Rankin working against Kinzinger. Kinzinger down the middle. Kinzinger is out in front of the pack. He's going to, oh, a nice play from behind, but we may have a penalty call. May get a tripping on San Clemente and deep in there. This could be not on San Clemente, but on the Blaze. And this could be a big opportunity for San Clemente. Kinzinger was shoulder to shoulder against two defenders, and their only chance of stopping him was try to sneak up from behind. And I think inadvertently they were called for tripping. And the ball will go over to San Clemente, I think, on a penalty shot. They may get it straight away. And a big time in this ball game right now. This could be a turning point in the game. Let's see who San Clemente sends up to do the kicking. We see Jimmy Marino coming all the way down here. He's the goalie. Are they going to let him do the shot? Yeah, they may give it to Jimmy Marino to do this penalty kick. And let me check my watch. I see 12 minutes of playing time left in the first half. San Clemente with a golden opportunity to take the lead. Jimmy Marino, number 1 there. The goalie will do it. All right, everybody lines up. The referee waiting to make sure everybody's in position. He wants to go over and check with Carlos. San Juan has their best goalie in there. Carlos, he's called on now to make a big play, the biggest play of the game. He's made some great plays so far. Carlos against number 1, Jimmy Marino. And again, we're waiting now for the referee to blow the whistle and give Marino the okay. This could decide this ball game. There's the whistle. It's going to be a close ball game. This is a big moment. He fires. It's over the top. So Marino's shot goes over the top. San Juan dodges a bullet. Marino will go back to the goal. And we still have a 0-0 tie with 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Boy, I tell you, if your heart skipped a beat right there, it should have. This is a great ball game, and it's going to be a tight one. The ball comes out midfield. Miguel trying to do something with it, trying to take it away for number 31. That's Henry, who we haven't seen so far. It goes to Chris Marr. Marr dumps it off right side, looking for Lua. Lua dumps it off that far right side, tries to find a teammate. They do for the time being, but the Blaze step up and steal it away. Mickey Dom drives into that left corner. They're looking for who over there? Is that Warren Thomas? Here comes Thomas. He's going for his third shot from that corner. Is looped over to this side. Sutton trying to come up with it. One of the, who is that? I can't quite, it's Marr against Sutton. They're having quite a duel. Marr takes it out of there. Marr brings it up. It's picked up by Miguel. Miguel trying to go around Marr. Marr trying to go around Miguel, I should say. And Magar sends it upfield. Nice play by Marr. Over to Henry. Henry trying to do something with it against James Rankin. Out to the middle of the field. Matt Dalton steps up trying to get some control. And now we have a call here. We may have some tripping right here at midfield. Let's see who they call it against. We'll have to wait and let them unscramble it. The officials call the penalty against San Clemente. In fact, one of the officials right here is going to warn number 31, Henry. That was Chris Henry. The ball will go back to the Blaze, right about midfield. Again, my watch shows about 8 minutes of playing time. Make that 9 minutes. And do we have a yellow card now? Was that a yellow or a red? A yellow card against Henry. So Henry gets a yellow card. We'll write that down with about 9 minutes to go. And Matt Dalton will kick it from right about midfield for the Blaze. No score in the ball game. I tell you what, we saw an exciting moment. A penalty kick by Marino was too high a second ago. All right, down the middle, shot here by, who is this? Mickey Dom. Dom takes it into the corner. He's guarded there by Marr. Dom goes to his left, tries to find Miguel, taken away by Hidalgo. Back to Dom. Dom left foots it down the middle. There's Marino, and he's got it. All right, nice play by Marino, and he'll kick it away. Dom just would not be denied, but his shot, when he finally got it off, did not have a lot of mustard on it. All right, down the middle, here comes San Clemente. The ball knocked away by Humphreys. Left side, Rankin. Rankin working against, I can't get a number for you. That may be Henry. It goes out of bounds. If it's 31, it's Henry. No, it isn't 31. It's Kyle Williams, number 19. All right, the ball back into play. A shot by Kinzinger, and it's picked up there by Carlos at the goal. Kinzinger, again, the leading scorer for San Clemente. 12 goals. Jordan sends it across the right side. It's in the middle now. Picked up by Justin, who's going hip to hip against one of the Blaze players. They get it off right wing. Down the middle it goes, and it's scooped up nicely by Carlos again, and he'll kick it away. Boy, Carlos has been busy, but he's been equal to the task. All right, the ball. We have another whistle, and let's see what the call is. Again, we'll let the referees unscramble it. They're going to give it a penalty called against the Blaze. It goes back to San Clemente. We see exactly 8 minutes of playing time left in the first half, a scoreless tie. Justin Vague will kick. Justin sends it downfield, and Carlos has it in the air. Nice catch, and he'll kick it away. Carlos brings it out past Yost. All right, here comes Sutton. Sutton trying to kick it out in front to himself, giving ground Hidalgo. Hidalgo trying to set up and turn on the ball. Hidalgo sends it over here and out of bounds, and it should go back to the Blaze. Good play by Hidalgo on defense. Good hustle by Wes Sutton, and it goes back into Blaze. So Blaze have scored 35 goals this season. They've given up 35. They'd like to get a goal right now. Mickey Dom down the middle, kicked away by Hidalgo, picked up there by Vague, but it's stolen away by Dom, but knocked away by San Clemente, all the way out to midfield. Giving ground Humphreys. Humphreys kicks the ball back over his head towards, couldn't quite catch a number there for you. Goes back to number 23, that's Lua. Marco Lua bobbing and weaving against Cumberland. Marco trying to go around Cumberland. Goes around Rankin and got it down the middle to Jordan, but Jordan couldn't quite get a foot on it. Goes right side to Justin. Justin working against Humphreys. Humphreys trying to cut the angle. Has the ball belted off his side. Goes back to Vig, and it goes into the great play by Humphreys that time in the corner. A race for the ball now. Here comes DeGracia trying to send it out towards Dom. Dom in a battle against Philippe, number 20. Back and forth it goes, and finally Hidalgo sends it out midfield, but it goes to Matt. Matt Dalton sets up midfield. Dalton trying to do something with it. It's kicked away there by Hidalgo. Good play by Hidalgo, the keeper of the gate for this San Clemente team. Boy, he's done a fine job back there keeping the ball. They go to Mickey Dom, keeping it away from the goalie, I should say. All right, they kick it downfield, takes a bounce in front of the goal. Race for the ball, Sutton coming in this side. Sutton will look for a teammate or try to find the far corner. He goes down the middle, shot by Miguel, crossed over the other side, tries to find Yost, but he just shot it over Yost. Again, this camera having problems focusing, especially under that sun. All right, ball on the far side, a race for it. Now here comes San Clemente. This is Marco Lua, but it's picked up there and belted by Humphreys right into the face of no, that was Cumberland. Into the face of Marco Lua. We have a whistle. Let's see what the call is right here. Hands against San Juan. It'll go back to San Clemente quickly, just like that. Let's get back to play. They didn't waste any time. They kick it towards the goalie, and it goes to the right of the goal. Oh, my. We thought for a minute it was going to go in. And in this camera, it's hard to tell depth perception. But it went to the right of the goal, out of play, and we're going to get a corner kick coming up for San Clemente. So San Clemente will get a corner kick. Scoreless tie. My watch shows 5 minutes of playing time left here in the first half. Put your money on a tie. But again, there can't be a tie in a playoff. All right. San Clemente with a corner kick, and it comes. The ball comes towards, taken away by Dalton. Dalton left foots it out towards the middle of the field with a good shot, but it's picked up there by one of the San Clemente players racing across. I can't give it. It might be Philippe, but I'm not sure. Here comes Mickey Dom. Dom out in front. Can Dom go one-on-one against Marino? Right there is Hidalgo coming up from nowhere. A great play by Hidalgo to take it away from Marino. No whistle. Hidalgo took it away from Dom, I should say, and Dom thought he was fouled. And but there was no call. The ball comes over to this side and out of play. So Mickey Dom was out in front. A nice play by Hidalgo to come from nowhere to take it away from Mickey Dom. And it looked for a moment like it was going to be Dom on Marino, one-on-one. But Hidalgo, as we said, has been the keeper of the gate for the San Clemente team. He's done an outstanding job back there. And there again is a great example of his ability at sweeper. Ball goes out of bounds. San Clemente will get it. We still got a scoreless tie. There's about 4 minutes of time left here in the first half. All right, we have a whistle and we have tripping called here against somebody. And let's see who they give it to. They're going to give it back to San Clemente. So San Clemente will get the ball with 4 minutes to go. They're going to give it to Henry, who drives it downfield, takes a bounce along the base and go out of bounds, and it should go right back into the Blaze. So the Blaze will get it with about 4 minutes to go in the first half. It is a scoreless tie. Looking back in '95, the Blaze have only put together 2 shutouts on the season. They shut out Lake Forest 3-0. They shut out the other Lake Forest team 3-0, and that's been their only shutouts. All right, the ball comes in towards Sutton. Right on Sutton is Marr. Chris Marr, who gets a good right foot on it. Well, that's an interesting battle, Sutton and Marr. Watch that battle. Whoever wins that battle could win the game today. All right, kicked away by Kinsinger. Kinsinger finds number 23. This is Marco. Marco bobbing and weaving, trying to get around Cumberland. He does. A shot on goal. Gets by Carlos, but it doesn't quite make it in there. Oh, my. Just for a second, we thought it was going to go, but his shot was to the left. And out of play. And again, in this camera, we thought it was closer than it was, but they do get a corner kick out of it. So San Clemente will kick it in from the left corner. That would be the northwest corner. We're going to bring our camera out to midfield. The ball will come in from the left-hand side of your screen. Scoreless tie. We're down to about 2 minutes of playing time left in the first half. You ask how many times has San Juan been shut out? Only twice. They have dished out two. Here comes the kick now. They've dished out 2 shutouts, and they've been shut out twice. All right, the ball comes out, but it's only halfway through the game. Who is this? This is Matt Dalton. Dalton with the ball out in front. Dalton trying to race in the right side. Can he get a shot off? He centers it. It goes all the way to the other side, tries to find Warren Thomas. Thomas fires, and Thomas just misses to the right. Warren Thomas on a great cross pass from Matt. His shot goes to the right. And a great play, but it goes for nothing as Thomas, who was open, got the shot off, but it went to the right. So if you're a San Clemente fan, they dodge a bullet, and it goes back to San Clemente. They'll kick it out of there. We see about 60 seconds left to go. Marino will kick it away, and Marino breathes a sigh of relief that Thomas's shot just didn't go into the net. Boy, we've seen exciting moments here in this first half. Both teams have been showing the ability to score. It's not been a one-sided game at all. Comes out over Miguel. Picked up here by Jordan. Jordan right foots it into San Juan territory. Coming out is Carlos. He steps up and belts the ball to the western sideline and out of play. We see about 30 seconds of playing time left. Again, that's very unofficial. The ball will go out of bounds, and San Clemente's got 30 seconds to get on that scoreboard here in the first half. Kyle Williams will look for a teammate to try to get it to. Ball comes in. He gets it into Jordan. Jordan takes it off his body, goes back to Kyle. Kyle along the western sideline. Clock running out here in the first half. Cumberland steps up on defense. Cumberland is Carlos's best friend out there. They go back to Marr. Marr tries to center the ball, but he can't quite get it past the defense. They go to Lua, but it's taken away by Matt Dalton. And down the middle goes Dalton. The whistle blows, and the first half has come to an end. An exciting first half from Olivewood Elementary in El Toro, California. The scoreboard shows San Juan 0 and San Clemente 0. It's halftime here at Olivewood Elementary School in El Toro, California, with the scoreboard showing the Blaze 0 and San Clemente 0. We have seen an exciting first half. One that had a lot of action in it, and it certainly wasn't dominated by either team. I think both teams show that they could take the ball up and down the field. In fact, let's recap the first half as best we can. I think probably we might say that for the most part, and it was very, very close, but we might give slightly the nod to San Clemente for ball control in the first half. They had a couple of quick shots on goal by Marco Lua, number 23, that some sensational defensive plays by Carlos Arce to keep him out of that goal. A couple of diving plays by Carlos, and I tell you what, that may have been Carlos's best first half on the goal for 1995 as he knocked down some great shots by Lua to keep this game a scoreless tie. Then later in the first half, a penalty was called against San Juan, and San Clemente was awarded a penalty kick straight away from the goal. And San Clemente went to Jimmy Marino, their goalie, to try to kick it in, but his shot went right over the top, and it remained 0-0. San Juan had their opportunities. We saw Warren Thomas a couple of times come down the field, try a couple of shots. A couple of them were high. His best opportunity came on a feed by Matt Dalton, who came in the right side, who fired a pass in the middle, found Thomas alone, and Thomas's shot just went to the right of the goal, and it remained 0-0. A great first half, and it was certainly exciting with lots of opportunities for lots of different players in both teams, and I think the second half is going to be just as exciting. You can see across the way Coach Jim Jordan talking over the situation with his San Clemente team, and let's bring you up to date on the playoffs. 4 teams entered Division C playoffs in 1995. Now, Division C of the playoffs in boys Division II soccer is really all the teams that wound up right about 500. There were 2 Lake Forest teams. This San Clemente team you're looking at right now and the Blaze all were in a double elimination tournament. Yesterday was the first round, and San Juan played the Lake Forest Rebels, and San Juan won the game by a score of 2-0, so they advanced in the winner's bracket. San Clemente that you're looking at right now played the Lake Forest Gray team, and beat them by a score of 2-1 yesterday. So both teams advanced in the winner's bracket, and this is the winner's bracket championship game. The winner today will get to sit out next Saturday. In fact, the winner today will advance, I think, and play on Sunday of next week, game number 6 at noon. And they will play the team that comes out of the loser's bracket. Now, we can already tell you that one of the teams that survived today, Lake Forest Rebels, got beat. The Lake Forest Gray team in a shootout defeated the Rebels, I think, by a score of, 6-3? Because in the shootout, I think the Gray team got 4 goals in a row. And the game wound up in a 2-2 tie. They played 18 minutes of overtime. That didn't decide it, so they went to a shootout. It was an exciting game. And the Gray team hit on, I think, 4 consecutive shots in the shootout and went on to defeat the Rebels. So the Rebels' season came to an end today. They are bumped out of the tournament. The Lake Forest Gray team will advance and play Saturday against the loser of this game. The loser of this game will play Saturday at 8 o'clock at Shorecliffs Middle School in San Clemente. That would be a home game for this team across the way. So they would play then, and then whoever would win that game would advance and play that Sunday ball game at 12 o'clock. But now here's the situation. The winner today, who advances to Sunday, has to get beat twice on Sunday in order to lose. So it's a tremendous advantage to win this ball game, because next week it would give you 2 games to win 1. And that's certainly an advantage in this tournament. And there's gold medals at stake, and I think everybody's playing hard to get them. And of course, it's been a great year for Coach Jamie Andrew of the Blaze. This is the first time ever she has been a head coach of a soccer team. She's been an assistant coach several years in a row, but this is the first time she's taken all the responsibility, and her team has done an outstanding job, coming out 5-5-2 during the regular season, winning the first game of the playoffs, and they're hoping to win today. And I know she's very proud of this ball club, and they've responded, and they're hoping to walk off with gold medals, and she'd love to have one for her first time ever as a coach of an AYSO team. Well, halftime is just about coming to an end. The referees have come back, and they're going to be asking for both teams to come back out on the field. So we'll remind you to stay tuned for the exciting second half of today's playoff game coming up in just a second. The halftime scoreboard reads San Clemente 0 and the Blaze 0. All right, both teams have returned to the field, and in the second half, we see San Clemente will run left to right towards the south goal, San Juan right to left towards the north goal. The whistle blows, we've got a scoreless tie, and here we go. Somebody's got to win this game. In fact, let me check my watch. I see about 3:33. So if you add on 40 minutes to that, about 4:08, let me write that down, about 4:08, this game will come to an end. All right, right side, a shot on goal. There is Carlos again, and that was Jordan who got that shot. And a nice play by Carlos. Coach Jamie going with Carlos in the second half in the goal, and I know she's concerned about using Carlos on offense because he's a fine scorer. But he's done such an outstanding job in the goal, they can't afford to let this San Clemente team score. So right now, Jamie playing a little conservative, and she's going with Carlos in the goal. Boy, what he responded in the first half with just some great plays. Penalty called against San Clemente, and they'll give it to the Blaze. Mickey Dom will kick it out of there. Second half just underway, a scoreless tie. The winner gets to play next Sunday at 12 noon, headed there by Hidalgo for the championship. Picked up by Mickey Dom. Dom right foots it down, tries to find a teammate, but instead goes to the left of the goal and out of play. So the ball winds up out of play, and it'll go back into San Clemente. The loser must get up early on Saturday morning and play at 8 o'clock at Shorecliffs Junior High against Lake Forest Gray. And then they must come on and win 2 games on Sunday. So it's an uphill battle if you lose this ball game. If you win the ball game, you can sit around and try to win it in 1 game on Sunday. So a lot at stake. Jimmy Marino will kick it away for San Clemente. He comes out, he's trying to find Justin. He does. Justin trying to turn it upfield for San Clemente. They do. Comes out here along the western sideline. There's Andrew Humphreys trying to do something with it, but it's taken away by Summers, number 25. Summers down the middle, knocked away by intended for, I think, Kinsinger, but taken away by Cumberland. Cumberland takes it downfield for the Blaze. Cumberland has Thomas to his left downfield. He tries to get it downfield, but it knocked away nicely by a defender for San Clemente. Right there, DeGracia trying to dance with the ball, send it out to midfield. Yost trying to take it away, but it's picked up by San Clemente. San Clemente drives it out to midfield, and here they go. Who's got this ball? Far side. This may be Jordan. His shot on goal is stopped by Carlos. It was Jordan. A good shot by Jordan, a good play by Carlos. We have a whistle across the way. Let's see what the whistle is. A penalty called against San Clemente. They'll give to Dalton. Dalton for the Blaze kicks it downfield on the far side. It goes towards that eastern sideline and out of bounds, and Sutton will bring it in for the Blaze. So the Blaze quickly to the ball. They go to Miguel. Miguel sends it back to Dom. Dom has it go off of one of the defenders, back to Mickey Dom. He headbutts it there towards Justin now. Stepping up DeGracia, trying to take it away from Justin. They have been toe-to-toe, hip-to-hip all afternoon. Goes back to Humphreys. Humphreys on this western sideline, trying to do something with it. We have a penalty call, I think, on number 22, Justin Vague. And you know what? Yeah, they're going to give it over to the Blaze. So Vague, trying to guard Humphreys, guarded his body instead of the ball. They'll give it to Matt Dalton. Dalton, all 6'2" of them, belts the ball towards that right wing, and coming out is Marino to make a nice play. Marino gets it out of there. Good play by Marino. He has done a great job for San Clemente in the goal. We've seen some sparkling play by Carlos, but we can't take anything away from Marino either. All right, this is Kyle Christian, 19, working against Miguel. Miguel trying to get the ball. Miguel 5 for the Blaze, gets it out to midfield. Picked up there by San Clemente. They dump it back into Blaze territory. All right, here comes San Clemente. Shot by Kinsinger. Is it in there? No. Make that. In fact, he got it clear over the fence. In fact, we got an offsides call way back up here. And so it was offsides. The ball went over the fence. That was Kinsinger. I always want to say Kinsington. That was Kinsinger, number 30, who got that shot off. It went over the fence and out of play. In fact, it wound up across the street, but we did see the referee say that it was offsides. So it would not have counted anyway. And so the ball will go back to, I think, San Clemente. You're looking at number 30, Nathan Kinsinger, who scored 2 goals yesterday. They got to get a new ball in here. Well, they got the other one back from across the street. Nathan scored 2 goals yesterday, and that's the reason that this San Clemente team is where they are right now in the winner's bracket. And San Juan has got the tough job of keeping Kinsinger out of there. And that time he had the defense beat, but his shot went too high and out of play. All right, Carlos will kick it away for San Juan. He comes out here towards Dalton, who tries to turn it upfield. Picked up by Hidalgo. Hidalgo to this side. Here comes DeGracia with Justin, but it goes out of bounds, and they will give it to San Juan. So DeGracia will bring it in for San Juan right in front of our cameras. Tries to find Dalton. Dalton trying to get some control against Justin. Justin tries to take it away from Dalton. Dalton still with the ball. Dalton trying to work now against a defender. Dalton goes left. The defender is Marco. Dalton takes him to the left corner. We've got a whistle. Do we have offsides? Yes, against San Clemente. And the ball will go, make that against San Juan, rather. And the ball will go back to San Clemente. Boy, these two towns, San Juan and San Clemente, have a big rivalry. And today you're seeing it. And it's been a great rivalry. Hidalgo will kick it away for San Clemente. And here comes his kick. It comes out towards Dalton. Dalton headbucks it back towards Warren Thomas. Hidalgo steps up, and here comes Mickey Dom. Dom working his way downfield against Smith. Smith takes it away. Good play by Smith. They go back to Yost. Yost sends it deeper into San Clemente territory. Goes to Thomas. Thomas loops the ball towards the middle of the field. Headbucked out of there. That looked like Lua. We're not sure, though. Goes back to Warren Thomas's country, but Hidalgo gets a foot on it and sends it over here out of bounds to our left. That takes a big bounce right behind us and goes out of play. We'll let some of these guys pick it up here. We're going to leave our camera, but I guess we won't leave our camera. So the ball will come back in to the Blaze, and they have it in San Clemente territory. There's a good shot of Coach Jamie and her assistant, Dave Cumberland. I know she's really proud of this Blaze team. They have really responded, and they are playing outstanding soccer. Maybe the best soccer they've been able to play all season long right now. Number 23, I think that was Marco. Here comes Mickey Dom. Mickey Dom trying to do something with it. He's working against Justin. Dom sends it to the middle of the field. The rest of his guys standing around. Mickey goes back and gets it. He's working against Jordan. Mickey takes it in deeper, tries to get some help, dumps off left side, looking for Thomas, but it's going to go out of bounds. Thomas couldn't catch up with it. So with that, it'll go back into San Clemente on a goal kick, and they'll kick it away. Mickey Dom was working the ball one-on-one, but the rest of his team was standing around. They needed to have some movement. Somebody needed to try to break into some open space. Marino will kick it away. Let me check my watch now. We look at it. It's almost 3:40. scheduled to end about 4:08, so that's about 28 minutes left of playing time in the ball game. All right, here it comes. Knocked down by James Rankin. Goes back over to number 20, Philippe. Philippe sends it into San Juan territory. Cumberland trying to slow it down. In the middle of the field towards Humphreys. Comes over to this side. Who's this? This is Summers. Summers with the ball, trying to set up a play. Summers has it go off Humphreys. Good play by Humphreys on defense. Humphreys and Summers out of bounds. They give it to San Clemente. Outstanding play by Humphreys to win the ball back. All right, Humphreys over to Dalton. Dalton brings it downfield out of bounds, and it goes right back to San Clemente. Hidalgo brings it in. Hidalgo trying to find Justin. He does. Justin brings the ball towards the center of the field. Right there is Marco. Marco down the middle. He's got a great foot. He's out and loose. It's Marco against his shot on goal. Marco takes it in deep. It's knocked away. It's loose in front of the goal, and the Blaze knock it away. Oh, that's dangerous. That Marco's an outstanding kicker. He just couldn't line up. He waited too long to fire that shot off. Here comes Hidalgo, straight away. Hidalgo sets up, takes it in deep left side. We have offsides called back here. We heard the flag go up. Offsides called against San Clemente. And we heard that call. For the referee is to about 20 yards to our right. And San Clemente, the Blaze, happy to get an offsides call. Boy, it looked like for a moment that Marco had that shot made. Number 23, Marco Lua. If he had any mistake at all, he waited too long to release his shot. He just kept trying to take it in deeper and deeper, and but his shot was finally deflected. Well, that's the biggest penetration we've seen from this San Clemente team in the second half. Blaze take it out to midfield, giving ground now. This is Hidalgo, who's done an outstanding job as sweeper back there for this San Clemente team. In fact, in the first half, he took it away from Mickey Dom, who Dom would have had a sure one-on-one shot against Marino. All right, here comes Cumberland. Cumberland gets a right foot on it, sends it upfield, trying to find Miguel. But over there is a San Clemente player. It goes out of bounds. They will give it to San Clemente. They have it in San Juan territory. And it comes. This is Marco. Marco, great footwork, trying to get around James Rankin. James Rankin gets a foot on it. Rankin trying to come. Marco takes it in deeper. Here he comes again. They can't stop him. Shot on goal is in there for San Clemente. Who got it? This young man right here. It may be 20. If it is, it's Philippe. It may be Philippe. Boy, what a moment for this young man. I see a 2, and if the other one's a 0, it is Philippe. He gets a lot of high fives. They hugged him to the ground there, and San Clemente leads it 1-0. It was Philippe. Boy, a big moment for Philippe and for San Clemente. They lead it here in the ball game 1-0. Now, number 20 is Philippe Cadillo. Caudillo, and let's write down the time here. We see about 8 plus 22. It's about 30 minutes to go in the ball game, and give Philippe Cadillo the goal for San Clemente. And now San Juan will have to play from behind, and San Juan is going to change their strategy a little bit. Going into the goal is Matt Dalton, and Carlos Arce will come out of the goal. And you can see there are obvious reasons for that. Carlos has, on the season, how many goals does Carlos have? 8 goals. He's the second leading scorer on this team. So Coach Jamie, down by 1, needs some offense, and it goes back now, and San Juan will kick it off. So Matt Dalton will play the goal, and here we go. 27, Christian Vasquez has it taken away by Carlos, trying to take it away. Plus, Carlos should be pretty rested up. Ball comes this side, Justin trying to find a teammate, trying to find Vasquez in the corner. Vasquez right foots it towards Dalton. Dalton takes it alone there by himself, and he'll kick it away. So Matt, in the goal for about 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, about 30 seconds, has some business. Ball out midfield, 23. This is Marco. Marco takes it out far side to 26. This is Mar. Mar trying to work against Carlos. Mar sends it up the far side. Here's Rankin trying to take it away now, and does to Miguel, but it's picked up by, and it's going to wind up out of bounds. We'll have to wait and see how the referee rules it. They give it back to San Clemente. So San Clemente has the lead behind the foot of Philippe Cadillo, who just put one in with 30 minutes left to go in the ball game, and it's 1-0 in favor of San Clemente. And you know what? On paper, this game penciled out to be just this kind of a ball game. When you have a team that, like San Clemente, that's 5-5-1 on the season, they win their playoff. Nice stop by Dalton, and Dalton will kick it away. When you have a Blaze team at 5-5-2, and they win their playoff 2-1, wouldn't you expect the tightest of ball games here? All right, the ball kicked by San Clemente into San Juan territory. A race for the ball. The San Juan crowd getting a little bit excited. They want to get the ball. Right side, here comes Justin. Justin working against Cumberland. Justin going all the way and racing across the field. Rankin, a great stop by Dalton, who got his hands on the ball and it went over the top. And James Rankin coming racing across the field to put some heat on Justin. Rankin comes up limping. Boy, Rankin may have got just enough on that ball and caused enough harassment of Justin that his shot went high. Well, James Rankin just never stops hustling. We've got a corner kick now coming up, I think, for San Clemente. If you want a player who gives you 110%, go to James Rankin. He's been asked to play defense for this San Juan team. The corner kick now, we'll take the ball out to we'll take our cameras rather out to midfield. The ball will come in the right side. Kicking the ball is Justin. Here comes his shot. He was just denied a shot a minute ago. They knock it away. It goes back to Justin, number 22. He loops it up, but it's going to go to the right of the goal and out of play. So the Blaze dodge a bullet because it looked like Justin had a pretty good shot. It was high. I thought possibly Dalton got a hand on it. I don't know, but James Rankin came racing across the field to harass Justin just enough that he couldn't get the shot off cleanly. All right, Mickey Dom kicks it over to Carlos. Carlos working against Lua. Goes back to Mickey Dom. It's picked up by San Clemente. They knock it out of bounds, and it goes back to the Blaze. The clock becoming important now. 8 plus 16, about 24 minutes of playing time left in the ball game. Kick there high in the air. At least we think that's right. 8 plus 16. Yeah, about 24 minutes. Off we go. San Clemente kicks it downfield into that left wing. They go to Kinzinger, who gets a shot on goal. Dalton knocks it down. It goes a second attempt by Vasquez. Goes to the right and out of play. Nice knockdown by Dalton, and Vasquez was right there trying to follow it up, but he was leaning too much to his right, and his shot went to the right of the goal. Dalton kicks it away to Carlos. Carlos gets it out. We've seen San Clemente start to show some ball control here in the second half. Ball comes down. We got hands called against San Clemente, and it goes back to Blaze. So Blaze gets the ball, and they need to put on some offensive effort. Blaze has not shown a lot of ball control here in the second half. Dom sends it downfield, kicked away by Hidalgo. Hidalgo back out to Mickey Dom. There's number 22, Veg, sends out midfield to, I didn't catch a number. We have offsides, clear back upfield called against San Clemente, and the Blaze will get the ball back right about here. So let's check our watch again. We see about 13 and 8, 21 minutes of playing time left in the game, and that means a lot of pressure is on the Blaze. They have 21 minutes to tie this ball game back up if they can. They're going to say the offsides was clear back here, and kicking the ball will be Cumberland. Cumberland sends it into San Clemente territory, but they're quick to bring it back into Blaze territory. Kyle Williams left foots it down that far side. Williams into that corner. Let's see who's going to get the ball. A race for it. Number 30, that's Kinzinger working against Cumberland. Cumberland on Kinzinger's back. Kinzinger gets it into the middle of the field. Who's he got? Is that, there it goes Marco. His shot on goal, knocked down again by Dalton. Dalton been called upon a couple of times here to make some great plays, and he's been equal to the task. They kick it away. That's DeGracia. Sends it out far side towards Mickey Dom. Make that Warren Thomas. Thomas racing against number 24, Smith. The ball goes out of bounds, and let's see who they give it to. I think they're going to give it back to San Clemente. So San Clemente gets the ball with 20 minutes of playing time left to go. We've played 3 quarters of the ball game, and San Clemente is holding on to a 1-0 lead behind the foot of Felipe Cadillo. Out of bounds it goes. They'll give it back to Blaze right in front of our cameras here. So Blaze will get the ball, and Blaze here have had trouble carrying the ball across the midfield marker. Here in the second half, they've had their problems getting opportunities. DeGracia gets it out towards midfield, tries to find a teammate. Picked up by Marco again, the ever-present Marco Lua. They go to 25, that's Summers, but right there, offsides is called against San Clemente right in front of our camera, and the ball will go back to Blaze. So San Clemente called for offsides about 3 times down now in a row, and Blaze will kick it out. They'll give it to Dalton. Dalton, Bigfoot, drives it out of there towards the middle of the field. It goes to the left-hand side. Warren Thomas over there trying to get some control. Thomas sends it down the middle, tries to find a teammate, instead finds Jimmy Marino, and Marino will kick it away. We're almost sure that Jimmy Marino was the goalie for the Division III All-Star team last year from San Clemente, and he's been an outstanding goalie every time we've had an opportunity to watch him play. Here comes Carlos in the right side. 8 goals to his name. He sends a rocket high over the top and out of play. So Carlos giving it his all. but his shot went high in a bid for his 9th goal of the season and a chance to tie up this ball game, and it goes over the top. So San Clemente will bring it back, and they're happy to be slow at picking up the balls. The clock continues to run. We see now about 18 minutes of playing time left in the ball game. The loser must play Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. The winner can sit around until Sunday and play the winner of the winner's bracket. And the loser, whoever wins Saturday, would have to win 2 games on Sunday to advance to the championship, or to get the medal, I should say. So Marino will kick it away, and they do. Kicks it out of there on the far side, and it's going to go out of bounds. And let's see who they give it to. Right in front of the drinking fountain across the way here at Olivewood School. Olivewood School, I should say. Olivewood School here in El Toro. First time we've ever been on this campus. Good place to play soccer. It's getting late in the afternoon, and I know the referees were concerned about how much light they would have if we went overtime. If this ball game should go overtime, they're going to play 2 9-minute overtimes, which means that they'll be. Here comes San Clemente on the attack, number 30. This is Kinzinger. Kinzinger with 2 goals yesterday, 12 to his name. The Blaze knock it away. It goes back to Marco. Marco brings it in. Marco can shoot from anywhere. He'll go in deep, but they knock it away. Marco, if he has a flaw, he carries that ball in a little too deep. Here comes Justin. Justin, right side, he's working against DeGracia. Gets a shot off. It goes down the middle. Oh, knocked up there, and it's a score by San Clemente. I think that may be Kinzinger again. Yes, on a cross pass by Justin, Kinzinger puts it in, and San Clemente leads it 2-0. And there's one happy young man, number 30, Nathan Kinzinger. And let's get a shot of Nathan, a big celebration out there. Let me check my watch. It looks like we have about 9 and 8, 17 minutes of playing time left in the ball game. And we'll write that down and give Kinzinger the goal. So it's 2-0 in favor of San Clemente, and San Juan really has their work cut out for them now, as we see about 16 minutes to go as the clock keeps on running. Dalton will come out of the goal. James Rankin will go back in. As Coach Jamie is going for her best offensive unit that she can come up with to see if she can get 2 goals in the final 16 minutes. So she's sending Dalton back in on offense. She's already got Carlos out there. Boy, that was a great pass by Justin. Justin centered that ball in a beautiful play by Kinzinger to put it in. So you can just about hang a star on Justin's pass. He was as much responsible for that goal as was Kinzinger for putting it in. So a Justin pass and a Kinzinger score, and it's 2-0 in favor of San Clemente. It looks more and more like the Blaze will be in action Saturday at 8 in the morning. All right, on the far side, the ball goes out of bounds, and the Blaze could wind up playing the Lake Forest Gray team. Lake Forest Gray fell victim to San Clemente yesterday 2-1, but came on to knock off Lake Forest Rebels today in a shootout 6-3. All right, the ball on the far side. Here comes Sutton. Sutton takes it in. This ball game's not over. The Blaze still hoping to come back and get 2 and send it into overtime. All right, far side. Here we go. This is Dalton. Then get to Cumberland. Cumberland sends it over to Dom. Dom left foots it down the middle, but it's picked up by Justin. Justin working against DeGracia. DeGracia trying to take it away. They have been on each other all day. It goes to Marco. Marco sends it over. Down the middle it goes. Here's number 8, Humphreys. Humphreys gets it out of there. Comes over to DeGracia. DeGracia again and Justin. Justin and DeGracia going at it. Ball comes over. Here's Vasquez. Vasquez back. Good pass back to Justin. Justin down the middle. Sends it to a teammate. This is number 21. Cody has shot it. It's no good. And we've got a whistle. What's the call? Cody tried to kick the ball, but they're going to call Cody for running into one of the Blaze players. Boy, an outstanding pass by Vasquez, and he got it back to Justin. Justin sent it to Cody, but Cody had more or less a swing and a miss, and he couldn't get it in there. All right, they kick it back. We're watching San Clemente with good ball control. Christian Vasquez down the middle. Is this Kinzinger again? It is. Kinzinger gets a shot on goal, and it's in there for number 3 for San Clemente, and they lead it 3-0. So Kinzinger rolling to his right this time, got away from the defense and put in his 2nd goal. And for Kinzinger, that's number 14 on the season. And it looks like it's all San Clemente now as we wind this ball game down. How much time do we see? 6 + 8, about 14 minutes left to go. And Kinzinger has his second goal of the afternoon. Let's get a shot at Kinzinger. Where is he? Is this him right here? No, I think I've lost him. But anyway, that's goal number 14 of the season for him. He came in today with 12, and he scored 2 goals yesterday in the playoffs, and he's got 2 today. And just like that, it's 3-0 San Clemente. And we've watched San Clemente with some outstanding ball control here in the second half. Yost trying to take it away from Justin. Boy, Justin has done everything right here in the second half. Justin downfield. Justin takes it in deep against San Juan. Justin far side tries to find Cody. Down the middle, knocked away by Carlos. Carlos sends it out to midfield, but right there is number 20. They're going to get Felipe for hands. Boy, Felipe broke this ball game open with the first goal for San Clemente. He may be one of the smaller San Clemente players, but he is a tall young man right now. Thomas sends it downfield, trying to find a teammate, and right there is Marino as he makes a basket catch, and he'll kick it away. So Marino kicks it out, and if things continue the way they are, San Clemente is on their way to a 12 o'clock game next Sunday, and all they have to do is win 1 game out of the 2 games Sunday, and they will be the champions of Division C. All right, the ball into the corner, and a race for it over there. It's going to go out of bounds, and let's see who they give it to. It looks like an uphill battle for the Blaze, though. If they lose this ball game, they have to play Saturday against Lake Forest Gray, and then they'll have to come on Sunday and win a doubleheader against this same San Clemente team. So it's definitely an advantage to win this game, and right now San Clemente has the lead 3-0, and the time is becoming a big factor. We see 12 minutes of playing time left. We're also watching San Clemente with a lot of great ball control, and they're using up time on that clock. 26 Marr trying to do something with it as he bobs and weaves against Miguel. Marr sends it out to a teammate. We think this is Philippe. Philippe sends it down the middle. And again, San Clemente content to control the ball. Blaze trying to get it out of there. It goes to, again, we think this may be Marr working against Dalton. Into the far side, that's Cadillo down to that corner. Cumberland down the middle trying to cut the angle. They keep it in play. It goes back off Cumberland, and now we have a whistle. And let's see what the call is in here. We have offsides called against San Clemente. So Blaze will kick it out. Blaze this week in practice is going to have to work on getting themselves some more opportunities against some of these teams. In the second half, San Clemente has really controlled the ball. So here we go. Blaze will kick it out. They've had trouble getting it across midfield. We see about 8 and 3, about 11 minutes of playing time left. The ball goes out to midfield. Giving ground on the ball, number 26. We think this is Marr. He kicks it back to Philippe. Good pass. These guys will have that back pass going down pretty good. We saw Vasquez do a good one a minute ago to Justin. All right, down the middle it goes. Here comes Rankin out of there to kick it out. Rankin sends it out to midfield. A battle for that may have been Jordan. Jordan sends it to the left wing, but it's picked up by Mickey Dom. And again, watch the Blaze. They're having their problems getting it across midfield. In the middle of the field, owning the middle of the field, are guys like Philippe, Hidalgo. Who else is out there owning that midfield marker? They bring it back. Here's Justin against DeGracia. It goes out of bounds. They're going to give it back to the Blaze. So the Blaze will get it right about midfield. And it goes to DeGracia. DeGracia brings it in, trying to find Dylan and make that Dalton. Dalton working against number 32, Hidalgo. Dalton still looking for his first goal of the season, bobbing and weaving, dumps it off right side. They try to find Miguel, but instead San Clemente steps up and picks it up. That may be Marr. That's another one of those backfield guys that's done an outstanding job. Marr and Philippe and Hidalgo have kept the second half into a half-field game quite a bit for San Clemente. All right, they bring it in, a battle for it. Takes a big bounce there, head bucked by Dom. Back into San Clemente territory. Sutton trying to do something with it, but it's intercepted by one of the San Clemente players. San Clemente now with a 3-0 lead, content to just keep the ball and let the clock run. They dump it out of no, it's still in play on that far side. Good ball handling by San Clemente. All right, into the corner. Is this Hidalgo? Yeah, they got Hidalgo playing a forward spot. Mickey Dom takes it away from him and sends it along that eastern sideline, and it's going to wind up out of bounds. So the ball goes out of bounds, and I think it'll go back into San Clemente. My watch shows about 9 minutes of playing time left in the ball game. That's enough time, but San Juan's going to have to strike quickly. And we're watching San Clemente do some very fine ball control. They loop it out in front. Who is this? Vasquez? I think it is. His shot towards Rankin is knocked down by James Rankin and out of play. Good play by James and a good looping pass. I'm not sure who got the pass, but Vasquez was out in front. Christian Vasquez, he almost made it. A corner kick now coming up for San Clemente. San Clemente trying to move their mark now to 7-5-1. If they can win here this afternoon, here comes a corner kick. They charge the goal. It's a good kick. Here comes Warren Thomas trying to take it out of there. He sends it high in the air. It's coming down. It's right in front of the goal. It's still in front of the goal. Caromed around. It's still loose. Who's got it? And finally, Mickey Dom takes it out of there. Oh, some exciting moments there. Mickey Dom takes it away. Mickey Dom working against Jordan and Hidalgo. Dom takes it out, but it goes out of bounds, and let's see who's going to get it. I think they're going to give it back to the Blaze. Last touch by either Jordan or Hidalgo, I'm not sure. So the Blaze will get it right about midfield. And again, it's been interesting to watch this San Clemente team. I was going to call it a penalty against the San Clemente team. It's been interesting to watch this San Clemente team get real good ball control here in the second half. There's a good shot of Jim Jordan in the red across the way. Watching his team, he's very happy with what's going on right now. 3-0 in favor of San Clemente. Miguel drives it out of there. Where's the ball? We lost it for a second. There it is. All right, they bring it out towards the midfield marker. Headbutt there by, that may have been Cumberland. Number 24, Smith, off to Gracia. De Gracia trying to keep it into San Clemente territory. It's picked up by Justin. Justin working against Warren Thomas. Ball goes out of bounds. They give it to San Clemente. Comes out towards Jordan. Jordan pass this side towards Vasquez. Vasquez, a good looping pass towards the middle of the field, but he overshoots Henry. Henry has it taken away by Mickey Dom, and the ball will go out of bounds. Coach Jordan has put a lot of different players up front now. He's got Vasquez up front. He has Hidalgo up front. He now has Henry up front, and he's got a pretty good defensive unit in there trying to preserve this victory. And right now, if they can hold on for 6 minutes, San Clemente will be the winner of the winner's bracket. And that's saying a lot, because what that means is that next Sunday, they've got 2 games to win 1. And that really makes it tough on the team that comes up through that loser's bracket. All right, the ball out of bounds. Hidalgo will bring it in now for San Clemente. For San Juan, if they are unsuccessful in the next 6 minutes, their record will go back to 6-6-2, right about 500. That's where they've been for most of the season. But I tell you what, this Blaze team has improved, haven't they? They started off this season with 2 consecutive losses. They came back with 2 consecutive ties, and then they came back with 2 consecutive victories before losing again. And then they've been hovering around the 500 marker against all comers in the league. All right, the ball comes in by De Gracia. It's kicked out of bounds. They'll give it to who? And I think for Blaze fans, they have a lot to be proud of in this team that lost their opening 2 games. And it comes headbutt by Dalton. It goes back out of bounds, and I'm not sure who they're going to give it to. The center ref looks to the side ref, and he points towards the Blaze, and the Blaze will get it. We are down to 5 minutes of playing time in the ball game. San Clemente enjoying a 3-0 lead in this game. The Blaze looking at a shutout if they can't get on the scoreboard. They've only been shut out twice in the season. All right, here we go. This is Justin. Justin takes it out across the midfield marker. Justin had a great setup pass for that second goal. All right, Carlos coming up from behind. They may get Carlos for tripping. They're going to give it to San Clemente straight away right here. This is within striking range. They kick it quickly. Before they go over to who's this? This is, I believe that was, the shot on goal knocked down nicely by Rankin. And we have offsides again called against San Clemente. So it goes back to Blaze. So the Blaze will get it. Boy, they got that ball. San Clemente did not wait around and try a long shot on that penalty. They got the ball, kicked it before almost the Blaze could turn around. And before the Blaze could set up, there was a shot on goal. It was only James Rankin that saved it. All right, the ball comes out. Thomas trying to work the ball against one San Clemente player. We're not sure who it is, and San Clemente wins the battle. Comes right over here, De Gracia working against Justin, as they have all afternoon. Boy, I tell you what, De Gracia is going to see 22. There's Humphreys driving the ball out of play, downfield. A nice play by Humphreys to win it over for the Blaze. It goes out of bounds, and it goes back to De Gracia. So the Blaze get the ball back. They take it out to midfield. But here comes San Clemente, as they have controlled the ball quite a bit here in the second half. Yost takes it across the midfield marker, but right there is Marino, and he has the ball and he'll kick it away. By my watch, 3 minutes of playing time left. San Clemente on their way to their 7th win of the season. And more importantly, they're on their way to the league championship, not the league championship, but the Division C championship game next Sunday at noon. Where is that game next Sunday? We had it written down. It's at a park that I'm not sure where it's at. Gates. I don't know where Gates Park is. I don't know if that's a school or even what town it's in. The game Saturday is at Shorecliffs. That's an 8 o'clock start time. And as it looks now, we know one thing for sure. Lake Forest Gray is scheduled to play at Shorecliffs Saturday, and now it looks like San Juan will be there too. The ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to who? Let me check my watch again. We're down to about 2.5 minutes of playing time left. The Blaze would like to score just for pride. Yost takes the ball against Hidalgo. Yost takes it in deep. Hidalgo tries to turn it around now. Hidalgo working against Yost. Back and forth they go. Hidalgo will take it out. Takes it out towards the middle of the field. Goes back over to number 23, Marco. Boy, Marco's had a great game today. Marco had a couple of great shots in the first half, knocked down by Carlos. All right, here comes Dan Summers. Summers on the attack. Summers against Rankin. Summers sends it across left side, trying to get a pass to Henry, but he led Henry a little too far, and you can look at Dan Summers, the frustration on his face there, as he had a chance to pick up San Clemente's 4th goal of the day, but his pass intended for Henry led him too far. So the Blaze will kick it in. And we are down to 2 minutes of playing time left in the ball game. So the Blaze will kick it in. They need 3 goals in 2 minutes. That's a tall order. Goes across the far side as the sun, as a long shadow set here on Olivewood Park here. It looks like it's going to be a San Clemente afternoon. The ball comes in. You can see those shadows. I know some of the referees happy this game looks like it's not going to go overtime because that could go into the darkness. San Clemente sends it out. This goes by Jordan, picked up here by Cumberland. Ball to this side. Cumberland will try to turn on it. He does. He sends it upfield towards Dalton. Dalton trying to dance with it and send it around one of the San Clemente players. Dalton goes around Jordan. Has it knocked away by one of the defenders there. It goes back to Summers. Summers back. This may be Justin. I don't know. Down the middle. Stepping up. Was that Carlos? No, that's Cumberland. Cumberland takes it out of there. Cumberland has it knocked away by number, is that 23? That was Marco, but it goes into San Clemente territory. Thomas trying to come up with it. Thomas working against number 32, Hidalgo. Thomas shoulder to shoulder with Hidalgo. Thomas looked for some help. He's being bottled up in the corner. He gets the ball towards the middle. He's got Carlos in the middle. Carlos gets it to another teammate, Dalton. Dalton needs to wind up and fire. He's got that big cannon, but he doesn't use it all the time out there, and they kick it away. I know Coach Jamie's talked about him just using that cannon from straight away, but a lot of times he takes one extra dribble and doesn't fire. By my watch, we have run out of time. I expect the whistle to blow any second. San Clemente leads it 3-0. They're about to go up 2-0 in the Division C playoffs. They are about to advance as the winner of the winner's bracket. And they're about to pick up their 7th victory of the season. Here comes San Clemente on the attack. They lead it 3-0. They're going for 4. Here comes a lot of white jerseys. Shot on goal is good by this young man right here as San Clemente has scored their 4th goal of the afternoon. They get it with just seconds left to go in the ball game, and we're going to try to find out who that was. It's the middle man in there. Was it this guy right here? Number 20? You know what? I'm not sure who got that goal. We were screened out. It may have been 20. And if it was Philippe again. Well, we'll have to wait and see. We got our cameras on 20, but we'll have to check the official. Is that 20 or was it 20? No, we'll have to check the...
We have 4 minutes to go.
Is it 4 minutes? Okay, they say there's 4 minutes left to go, and unofficially, I'm going to give the goal to number 20, but I'll tell you what, I am not positive. We'll have to check with the referee at midfield to let you know who got that goal. We were screened out by Dan Summers, and we couldn't see what the celebration was all about. It's 4-0 in favor of San Clemente with that, and we have adjustment on the time. They say 4 minutes to go, so our watch was just a little bit off. So San Clemente has run it out 4-0, And, you know, that's sort of maybe one-sided in terms of the score versus what we've seen here this afternoon. Although I will say in the second half, San Clemente started to show quite a bit of ball control. All right, Yost sends it into that corner. Thomas trying to do something with it. Philippe giving ground. We think that might have been Philippe that got that second goal. He had one goal already. He broke up the scoreless tie when he scored with 30 minutes left to go in the second half. And that made it 1-0. Pass goes, or rather a kick goes across in the middle and out of play, and let's see who's going to get it. The Blaze have played their hearts out. They have not given up. Even though they are behind 4-0, Coach Jamie forced to make a lot of changes that have weakened maybe her defense but strengthen her offense. But as much as she's tried to do that, the offense has failed to really carry the ball to San Clemente. Marino will kick it out of there. Marino will set up a couple of substitutions by Coach Jim Jordan, and Marino will kick it away. He kicks it to that far eastern sideline, stepping up over there. I'm not sure who that was. Ball goes out of bounds. I think it was Sutton. And let's see who's going to get it. I think it'll go back to Blaze as the clock continues to run. By my watch, then, if they gave 4 minutes, it should be down to about 2. So I'm not sure where the extra time came from. We haven't had any injuries or anything like that in the ball game. Miguel will bring it in for Blaze. Miguel brings it in trying to find a blue jersey. Stepping up, knocking it out of bounds. One of the, let's see how the referees rule it. I think it may go right here to San Clemente, but we're not quite sure. So the 4 goals that San Clemente has gotten today, let's see, the most goals that Blaze has ever given up has been 5. And they gave up 5 in game 1 and in game 3. Make that game downfield they come. Let's go. We'll go back to the score sheet for you in just a second. They gave up 5 in their opening game to a Mission Viejo team, the Arsenal. They lost to them 5-3, and they gave up 5 against the other San Clemente team, the X-Men, the team that's 10-0-2. So those are the only teams that get 5. Today they've given up 4, and they're trying to battle to make sure they don't give up their 5th. But against both of those teams, they were able to get 3. And today their problem has been getting the ball out to midfield and on and getting opportunities. Dalton trying to bring the ball downfield, loses it out of bounds. It'll go back to San Clemente. So San Clemente will get it, and again, the whistle may blow any second. Hidalgo will bring it in. Boy, what a day Hidalgo's had. He's had an outstanding day as sweeper, and he's been harassing the San Clemente offenders all day long. And he's come from nowhere sometimes to catch up with certain players to block surefire shots on goal. In fact, he came from nowhere to take one away from Mickey Dom, among other things. All right, the ball takes a big bounce. With a whistle blows, this ball game is over. The final score today from Olivewood School in El Toro, California, San Clemente 4 and the Blaze 0. Well, the face of James Rankin is probably sums up the Blaze story here this afternoon. He comes off the field. You can see sort of the disgust and the disappointment in his face as the Blaze today go down to defeat by a score of 4-0 to a very good San Clemente team. For the Blaze, that means that they are unable to win the winner's bracket. They will then fall into the loser's bracket and be forced to play the Lake Forest Gray team next Saturday at Shore Cliffs at 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's recap this ball game and let you know how it happened. The first half was almost a dead even draw. It was a draw on the scoreboard. Both teams battled to a 0-0 tie in the first half. Both teams able to give themselves opportunities up and down the field. In fact, in the first half, you would say that anybody can win the ball game. San Juan took the ball game to San Clemente. San Clemente did the same thing to San Juan. San Clemente missed a couple of opportunities. They had a couple great shots by Marco Lua and some sensational goal play by Carlos Arce of the Blaze saved the shots by Marco. And then they had a penalty kick by Marino, Jimmy Marino, that was shot over the goal. And all those offensive thrusts by San Clemente were turned away by the San Juan defense. San Juan had a couple of shots themselves. They had a couple of shots by Warren Thomas that just couldn't find the back of the net. And at the end of the first half, it was a 0-0 tie. But in the second half, San Clemente began to show some ball control, some excellent ball control. In fact, late in the ball game, they turned it into pretty much a half-field game. San Juan was unable to get the ball across the midfield marker, and with 30 minutes left to go, Felipe Cadillo put in the first score for San Clemente, and that really was all they needed. They led it 1-0, and Coach Jamie decided to go for a more offensive team. She took Carlos out of the goal to put him up front. Of course, he's the second leading scorer, and when he put him up front, hoping that maybe he could get some more offense. However, it was not to be. As much as Coach Jamie tried to put more offense into the lineup, it just seemed like the defense for San Clemente got better, and that made their offense get better as well. They got their second goal with about, let's take a look. They had about 22 minutes left to go in the ball game. They got their second goal. It came behind the foot of Nathan Kingsinger, who scored today. In fact, yesterday he got 2 goals for this team. He's had a great weekend for San Clemente. That was his 3rd goal of the weekend, his 13th of the year. And then they got another goal with about 14 minutes left to go, and again it was Nathan Kinsinger got his 2nd goal of the day. That made it 3-0, and then they added an extra goal with only about 4 minutes to go. In fact, in that last goal, we told you earlier, we were unable to tell who got it. We just checked with the officials. It was Marco Lua who got that final goal to make it 4-0 in favor of San Clemente. So San Clemente then wins it 4-0, and let's talk about what that means as far as this tournament is concerned. 4 teams are in the tournament. 1 team has already been eliminated. The Lake Forest Rebels lost their 2nd game today. They fell victim to the Blaze yesterday, and then they lose today to the Lake Forest Gray team, so they are gone. And Lake Forest Gray, after losing yesterday, won today, so they survived to play again. They will play Saturday at Shore Cliffs, and they will play now the San Juan Blaze. And that will be for the winner of the losers bracket. And the winner of that game then would, by the way, that game will be Saturday at 8 o'clock, will play the same San Clemente team on Sunday at 12 noon. And, of course, the team that comes out of that losers bracket will have to beat San Clemente twice in order to win it. So definitely the team in the losers bracket has an uphill battle. And we congratulate San Clemente on a big victory tonight. All they've got to do now is come up with 1 victory next Sunday, and they will be the winners of Division C. For the Blaze, they played their hearts out. I think when they got behind, I think they got a little bit discouraged, but they didn't give up. They battled all the way to the end, and unfortunately, though, for them, they come up short by a score of 4-0. Just some individual statistics. For the Blaze, that's only the 3rd time that they've been shut out. They give up 4 goals today. For the season, they have scored 35. They have now given up 39. Their record is now 6 wins, 6 losses, and 2 ties. San Clemente 7 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie. Well, that's the story today from Olivewood School here in El Toro, California. We're going to sign off this edition of Boys Division II Soccer with our final once again. San Clemente defeats San Juan by a final score of 4-0. This is Gary Andrew wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon.